time and material group in that doesn't get paid by the tree.
Why were they there originally?
They mistakenly went into the preserve. They weren't supposed to go into the preserve. They were supposed to go into a different park, and they went into that one because it was on the list that their supervisor had. So they were taken out after the first day. I spoke with Mayor Swazi about it.
And who tells them, I don't mean to, I just want to clarify a lot of things we were discussing before this. Who tells them where to go? I mean, who put it on the list?
There's a list for every group supervisor of a certain amount of tree crews. And they had the entire list on that group, and they went there when they weren't supposed to. As soon as we got a couple of phone calls, I sent someone out. The next day, there was no production team in there. It was a time and material team.
But of course, certain trees came down.
There may have been. I actually have sent an arborist up there and a landscape architect, and to make sure that we didn't make any real bad errors there.
And are they going to charge us by the tree? That first group that went in and then was taken out?
Their job went to time and material. We changed their billing.
Okay, I'll let some other people speak.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alon? Dennis?
Thank you, Devon. Just two quick things. A woman came up to me yesterday. She said she lives in Massapequa, and she had a company come to her home right away, take the trees down in the backyard, which was bordered by a preserve, and the company cut down trees in the preserve and took off. So one of our county workers went to her and said, listen, you got to pay to have those trees removed out of it, because they're your trees, we know they're yours, you can see the stumps and everything, you're going to have to pay to get them removed. Are you saying now that these companies, the company that we're taking, is going to take those trees down, she's not going to have to pay to get them removed?
No, if they took the trees down and it's their tree, I certainly wouldn't want the county to pay to remove their tree.
Okay, just want to make sure that. Two, earlier today, we heard about 143 trees in Glen Cove that were cut down. Do we have any,
I don't have a number on what that was.
it's, who did the work or whatever, just somebody?
Looks Great Services.
Oh, looks great,
Yeah.
and it did that?
Yes.
Okay, was it, and they did it by mistake?
Well, no, the wrong team went in to do the work.
Okay.
The work that was done was identified by the landscape architect to be done, just the wrong billing group went in there. The same work, from my understanding, was done that would have been done whether they were production or time and material.
So you here earlier, you heard that there was concern about that?
Yes, yeah, in fact, I've had Mr. Arnado speak to Legislator Whitton several times about it. And,
Okay.
yes, and I spoke with Mayor Swazi myself several times about it.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you
well
very
aware.
much. Answer my questions, thank you.
Go ahead, Legislator Jacobs.
So, what's disturbing me is that I'm hearing that they were in there for 4 days prior to the stoppage,
Okay.
and that there were approximately, I'm not going to throw out a figure like I didn't count each tree, but it's come to my attention there could be upwards of 140 trees that were taken down in those 4 days.
It's easy for me to find out. We'll just go to the debris log. We electronically track every tree that's either down or taken down. So we have an electronic monitoring system where they take pictures of the trees and the whole bit. They come down, they get logged in to the site. I can get you the number that was taken down. I couldn't tell you what it was, and if they were in there for 2 days or 3 days, when I found out about it, I removed them.
I believe you. I believe you did. I'll tell you, I'd appreciate more
Sure.
information on this if you wouldn't mind, all right?
No problem.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Legislator Devon?
Hey, Rich, how are you?
How are you, sir?
I mean, the extensiveness of the Glen Cove situation